scale, 144 scale. This hasn't been in for quite some time, but you get 2 kits in the box.
Wait, what?
You get the A400 and a Tornado, and not. You want to have a look? So this is if you were at Avalon last year now, you would have seen an A400. The Germans flew one all the way over from Germany.
Yeah, okay.
And one of the engines broke on the way. So they had to fly it on 3 props.
Yeah, right.
But this is the anniversary scheme from 2023. And you also get a Tornado as well in the box. And it's the good Tornado. There's a couple of Tornado kits on the market, but you get the good one in this boxing.
Teeny weeny.
Holy moly, 144 scale.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you have my curiosity.
Well, I build 144
yeah, I know,
scale, right?
But this is still huge.
Yeah, of course it is. It's an A400. I just wish that Revell brought back the C-17. They do a Globemaster, but it's upwards of like $400 now.
In 144.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief. Oh,
Yeah.
That's just like the resell on it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because they haven't produced it in years. My dad built me one when I was really young.
Because these are a good scale, right? Because it doesn't take up a lot of room generally, but this thing's massive.
Yeah, but like
you show me the stuff you build, like it's out here, and it seems quite. No, I'm.
It looks shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't take up a lot of shelf space.
No, but you have the option to build like bombers as well in 144 scale and still retain a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Because we sell this in 172 as well, the British version. Because this is another British and French and German kind of mixture. So yeah, they all kind of Airbus.
Yeah.
They bought out this.
Was that who made this?
Yeah, Airbus make this aircraft.
Yeah, okay.
The A400.
It's written here.
Yeah.
You just read the box.
Airbus, its logo, A400, are a registered trademark.
Yeah.
But we don't care about the Tornado, the Panivia. They're gone. But here we can see the decals. I'm just going to go over. Look at that. Really nice decals there. Got the American flag, Statue of Liberty, Germany with the Reichstag. That's your decals for the Tornado.
Yeah, right.
You've got the big, it's 6-bladed propellers there. And you can do them feathered. So that's how they'd be on the ground with them facing straight forward.
Right.
Or you can do them in the position because obviously they twist.
Obviously.
Depending.
Let's do one each.
You can on the ground. That you can position them however you want.
Oh,
really.
right.
Yeah. It's a known fact. Glass
didn't
components here. Yeah, of course you did. Just going out here. Instruction manual. It's a pretty nice looking plane by the end of it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's nice and colourful, which you don't usually see in military.
No, this would be a high-vis. But yes, we also have this in 72 scale if 144 isn't really your cup of tea. But I would 100% recommend, I don't know, last time we got it in, we had quite a few and they sold relatively quickly.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it's quite
That's pretty
impressive,
neat.
right?
It's got me going.
I came very close to buying it
You should
last
just buy
time.
it. Treat
You're
yourself.
not a
New
good-
year, new me. New you.
Yeah, new year, new me. Don't want to buy another kit faced with this instantly. Here we go. Here's your instructions for the Tornado. And yes, as I was saying, it is the better kit of the Tornado. Who was it? Academy did one, but it's not as good as the Revell one. I think the Revell one is a reboxing of the Dragon one. And a lot of those really early 90s Dragon 144 scale kits are incredibly sought after. But they did make the Tornado accessible. I just wish they had done it with like the MiG-29 or the F-14 or something, right? Or, I don't know, the F-16 even.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.